Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing a coastal world today. It is a map by mapper. It's a 3-minute time challenge. Now, it looks like we can definitely see the EU, especially right there. So somewhere in the EU, we are on the coast somewhere. Now this reminds me of Greece. It's probably not going to be Greece, but it's just that familiar feeling when you know you've been someplace. Now I've never actually been to Greece before, but we have done coastal world a few times, and it feels like a typical Greece island. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we end up being in Italy, Spain, Portugal. Wouldn't be surprised, not in the slightest, but it's a matter of trying to figure it out. You know, that's what this is all about. Now, I am probably a week away from not having bronchitis anymore. And let me tell you, it feels fucking great. Now, we haven't really found anything that's going to sell it to us. No flags flying. And usually when you get near the water, you'll find some docks. Ristorante Marino, so it's... I don't know. It's still one of those three that I said before. Actually, no, we could probably get rid of Greece. So we're looking at Spain and Portugal. But usually, when you buy the water like this with all these boats, you'll typically find flags on the boats. Each boat needs to be registered, and then usually it goes by country too. Now I could see some flags from here, but they're all different. Like here's Spain, here's the USA. I think I saw France before. There's the France one. So that's not really going to help us. However, this will. That's Mexico. But we're not in Mexico. We're definitely in the EU. Why do we have a Mexican flag? Unless that's not strictly Mexico. Depending on which way those lines are going, I'm sure. But that's definitely throwing me off. Is that this? We got the green, the white, and the... I can't tell if that's orange or red. I'm gonna say Italy. God, I hope it's fucking Italy. We'll go over by Naples. It's probably not gonna be over here. But we're off to a terrible start. It definitely feels, now that I'm thinking about it, a little bit more Italian. Not Spanish. Not Portuguese. And there's the green, the white, and the red. So it's definitely red there. We're out of time, but we definitely got the Italy part down. It really reminds me of the Mexican flag, and I think the only difference is the order on the stripes. But not bad. We were 238 miles. Wolf Tracker had a better guess on the bottom coast. But you know, it happens sometimes. This feels like Iceland. It could be Greenland. I don't think it's going to be the Faroe Islands. There's way too many trees. But Iceland or Greenland definitely could work out. Now, Greenland typically is full of snow. But I believe there are some parts towards the south where it could be. And now we got the double O's. Definitely either Iceland or Denmark. I'm going to stick with Iceland for now. Just random guess in the middle of Bumblefuck. And we'll see if we can't work that out. Now, I'm sure that's probably the name of the town that we just passed. But I want to find something a little bit bigger. Maybe a road sign. Because, again, the only thing that sold it to us were the O's. And it's not like Iceland's the only place that uses those O's. So, theoretically, I could have to search through Norway or Sweden. And Gavin, which is 5 kilometers. We could probably find that a little bit easier, and then work our way from there. So we need to find the E, and there doesn't seem to be too many E's, which might actually help us pick out the one E. Let's see. Here's an E, but that's not the right E. Here's an E, also not the right E. Interesting. And we got to be on the coast. Alright, so there's no point in even looking through the middle. We might just need to get a little bit closer in and hope it's something we could find now. Now, there are a lot of places that maybe they consider a coastline. Maybe, you know, on a river or something like that. I don't think I would consider that. I think it would literally have to be on like the coast of a rather large lake, or, you know, the ocean. But I wouldn't go on a river, you know, I wouldn't call that coastal. Even though it is technically a coast, I would think you want more big, you know, the big oceans, the big seas, big lakes, stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe they added something that we wouldn't consider. Maybe you guys would. Now, it doesn't look like we're finding anything in here. That A with that right there is throwing me off a little bit. I don't think it's Icelandic. We could check somewhere else, because I don't think we're going to find it. Yeah, not really finding anything. We're back at the beginning. Now, we only have a little bit of time. Denmark is full of this stuff. We can just do a quick little check. And we're out of time, essentially. I think Iceland's a good guess. I'm going to stick with it. When it ends up not even being Iceland, but fucking Norway. Damn it. And you know what? If we would have looked around, we might have been able to find that. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Because we would have to get in pretty close to find this right here, which is what we saw before. So, I only stuck with that because of the O's, the slashes. But shit luck, man. It's not even luck. It's just confidence in the wrong places. This feels like Ireland. I already see a UK down here. So, maybe not necessarily Ireland, but close enough. Can I get back over here? It looks like NZ. New Zealand, maybe? I need to figure that out. This might be New Zealand, according to that. We need to see if we're on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. It does appear that we are on the left. The fact that we're on the left doesn't exclude New Zealand, which very well could be. So at this point, we got New Zealand, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Maybe South Africa, but I'm thinking probably not. Now, this doesn't feel like the UK. It doesn't necessarily feel like Ireland, so New Zealand might actually be our best option. Now, can we find something that really sells it? A scenic lookout. Perfect. You're not going to tell me what its name is? Awesome. Just what I wanted. Now, probably not Wales, because everything's in pretty clear English, which means probably not Scotland either. I think New Zealand. I really do at this point. It just doesn't feel like England. And maybe it's because I haven't been everywhere in England that it doesn't feel like England. It feels different. Now we got the Opunaki Beach. Got me. That's probably around what it says there. New Zealand Walkway. So there we go. There's the New Zealand we needed. A random place on the coast. Not in the middle. Don't need the middle. I just remembered I didn't move the guess from Iceland from the middle of the country. That's a bad one. And we're back down towards the water. Now, ooh, we might actually have a name over here. Okay, so it's still the Opunaki Beach. And then it says Holiday Party. And then Kiwi, which is bird of Australia. Probably says the same thing that this says. But that looks like it might have an address or something along those lines. What do we got over here? The Surf Lifesaving Club. So Upunaki. Can we find a place called Upunaki? I would hope it would be rather large. Doesn't mean it has to be. I don't think we will. Oh, fuck, we're out of time. Alright. And if we had a little bit more time, we probably would have found that. But that's not bad. That's not a bad guess at all. We've put ourselves in the national park. We're still not on the coast. But guys, I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I swear it. Now we're at 10,000. We could get around 20 grand. This is probably the Middle East or Russia. We do have a lot of water over here. And Dubai has been doing a lot of construction. So let's see if we can't... Oh, what the fuck? No, I didn't want to go in a hotel. But that actually might help us. There might be something in the hotel that tells us where we are. Maybe. The Radisson. We're in the Radisson Hotel. Radisson Blue. BLU. I could see that being Dubai. Right? I could see that being in Dubai. Anything else that's going to give it to us? What's this load? SIBO? No. Because usually these hotels, they'll tell you where you are. It's the Radisson in Montana or whatever, you know? They usually tell you where you are. That looks Russian. That looks Russian. So could we be in a Radisson somewhere in Russia? No, I want to stay up. I want to stay up if I can. Is this the exit? This might be the exit. It's in Russian and it's in English. And we got to be on the coast. I think our best bet is down here. It doesn't necessarily have to be Russian. We could be in the Ukraine. Maybe somewhere over here. But we're probably on like a sea, like the Caspian Sea or something like that. Let's return to the start. And now let's try to go this way. And see if we can find anything else. Now that was a pretty good hint. That would probably be a great hint if I could read it, if it wasn't blurry. We do have a bus here that doesn't have any markers on it. We do have this, which reminds me of the Russian, and then there's the .ru. So we're somewhere in Russia, on the coast. Sochi. Oh, that was the Olympics. That was the Olympics. I forget. Here's Sochi. Sochi's over here. Wasn't this where the Olympics were? Whatever. But we got to be on the coast, right? So let's go over here. I don't know. Somewhere over here. Now return to start. Find a street sign. I don't think we're gonna find a street sign. We got this over here, which would have been the first place we should have gone. Nothing. No street signs. No nothing. Fuck. I think we're in a good place, though. I think we're in a good place. That's the something. We're probably like over here more. And it was a lot further south. Interesting. Over by the park, the Olympic Avenue, the Olympic Park. So that was them building the Olympics. Because here's the Olympic Village. But I guess we both found Sochi, and we both guessed Sochi. So, I don't know. That's 17 miles. I doubt that city's that big. Interesting. And then the last and final location. Kind of weird, if you ask me. First instincts are Africa. We do have this over here. It doesn't look like I could read too much of it. It's kind of a little blurry. It does look like it's in the Latin language. I couldn't tell you what it says. Couldn't tell you anything like that. We do have the white and black border, which does remind me of Eastern Europe, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like Eastern Europe. It doesn't. It feels like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Right? We do have a sign over here. It doesn't look like we can go this way. That would probably help us out way too much, but it does appear that we are on the left-hand side of the road, which definitely fits into the Africa thing. Definitely. Could be the South Pacific or Southeast Asia. A lot of those places down there tend to have left-hand side drive. Now we do have these kids wandering around. They look kind of Spanish. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I don't know. And that's out, and that says futsal. even though it's, you guys call it football. Yeah, we could probably be in Malaysia. We could probably be over here, somewhere in Southeast, well, South Pacific. Now, we probably end up on the coast. Let's return to start, and go the opposite way. Now, that does play on with the whole tropical feel to it. You got the palm trees, left-hand side of the road drive. Oh, we got a few hints. I don't know, but this feels kind of abandoned, doesn't it? Like, why is there no one here? Maybe the beach is shut down. It does look like we have a sign coming up. Karakan Lahu. Alright, I don't know. I really don't. That kind of looks similar, but it's not. Everything's going to look a little similar. That's the issue. Can we find like a major city that has a kilometers? We're 30 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur, you know? Can we? SG Meso. Yeah, I don't know. Sergeant something, Masoe. Alright, there's a USA flag. What is this? Is this like a fort? Probably. Oh, and we're out of time. Alright, well, we both guessed the main place in Malaysia. Ends up being over here at Muka. So, some of those locations, a little tough. Some of them not so bad. But Wolf Trek is walking away with this one with 21,719. Let's check out the full results. Check out how bad it was. Alright, so first place is Wolf Trekker. Second place, only about 700 behind is Aphelion. There, that Malaysia one and that Norway one, those are a little tough. And then I came in third with that Iceland guess in the middle of the country. Perfect location to guess when we're doing things about the water, right? That's exactly what you want to see. Hilde von Biggen in fourth place. Instead of guessing New Zealand, guessing Australia. You got Screenshot the World in fifth. Ooh, instead of New Zealand, you guessed tip of London, well, England. And then Razvan in sixth, 13,340. That New Zealand one wasn't easy. I will admit it. And fuck. God damn it. I didn't want to click on this. And that Sochi one kind of was annoying. Did anyone actually get here? Yeah, screenshot you got here. So that's not bad. But all in all, not too bad. I do thank you all for joining me for the first episode after 300. Working our way up to 5 now. So thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.